Hey, well, I got you something. Yeah, I thought maybe you'd want to be a cool guy again.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour, and this month I watched the entire series of Hitmonkey, both the first and second season. And this 2021 show was created by Josh Gordon and Will Speech, and stars Fred Tatasciore, Jason Sudeikis, and Olivia Munn, among others, of course. The story of this show, well, it's kind of complicated. You know, the first season is really just kind of getting to know who these characters are. But essentially what it is it's this monkey, and he's got, you know, a mind of revenge. So he's out there trying to kill these people who killed his, you know, monkey family. And he has teamed up with this ghost. And this ghost used to be an assassin. So he's kind of knows how to kill people. And he's, you know, not mentoring the monkey, but helping the monkey out. And the monkey is the only one who can see the ghost as well. Later on, it kind of changes, but, you know, that's kind of the premise of it. So then the second season is the ghost and the monkey go to New York and start doing hits over there and eventually, you know, have to save the world. What will happen though? Well, for that, you gotta watch the movie and find out. Alright, so what can we say about Marvel's Hitmonkey? Well, I gotta say, I enjoyed the out-of-the-box kind of presentation of, you know, a superhero story. After all, the superhero in this one is the Hitmonkey, which I think is not really a monkey, it's like a macaque, but I guess that's a type of monkey, so, you know, whatever. I'm not here to argue taxonomy with you, but with this one, the monkey is in a suit and has glasses and a sword and, you know, uses guns, so it's quite a fun kind of concept, I would say. And then the fact that the monkey teams up with a ghost, like, that's just comedy gold there. That's just such a humorous kind of thing just to look out for what is going to happen to this ghost and this monkey, especially when they team up. And I don't know, it's just kind of a out of the box kind of presentation that they're doing for you, and I gotta say I enjoyed that. At least other than that, with this one, like, if you don't have too much time, maybe think about just watching the second season. After all, you don't really need to know about their backstories to kind of enjoy the second season, just that, you know, it's a Hitmonkey. Like, his name tells you everything that you need to know about it. And so the first season, I gotta say, I did like it. Not as much as the second season, though. It really is just kind of getting to know the characters, their backstory, develop why they're interested in killing, and all this different type of stuff. And then the second season with them in New York, there's just so many more characters and so many more kind of fight scenes and, you know, twists and turns that I would say the second season is better than the first season. I know there's some people out there who really like, you know, both seasons, and some, you know, mega fans out there who probably are not going to like everything I say, but, you know, it's just my opinion. So if you are just, you know, looking for something to watch over the course of a week, try the second season. I certainly did enjoy that a much more. But overall, yeah, you could watch the whole thing if you wanted to. I hope it gets a third season. I know it's kind of like in a limbo state right now, so we'll have to wait and see. But overall, you know, something entertaining that you can waste some time with. Other than that, they do try to be, you know, comedic all the time, and that mostly comes from the ghost. Like, the ghost is an alcoholic, or at least was an alcoholic, so that's kind of where the comedy comes from, and he wasn't kind of a very good person in his life, and so that's kind of a repetition of a joke that you often see in this one. And of course, you know, fighting with the monkey and then the monkey fighting with the ghost. And so sometimes I would probably say, for me, you know, since comedy is subjective, I think maybe 20% of the jokes, maybe 30% of the jokes kind of worked for, you know, me at least. I found the jokes, like I said, they are kind of repetitive after a while, but they certainly remind me of something like Archer. Like, they're trying for that comedy where it's, you know, a drunken guy, you know, being an a-hole here or there, and that certainly works sometimes, but not other times. So the comedy, I think it helps it. I would say I can't imagine doing it any other way. Like, how could you have a serious show involving a monkey assassin and a ghost? Like, there's no other way of doing it. And so, yeah, it's the jokes kind of work. I think that brings me to what doesn't work with this show. Well, again, like, the jokes 20 to 30% are funny, so not all the time. And so sometimes I just kind of rolled my eyes. You gotta kind of go for the story arc, like the bigger story arc that they're trying to present to you. That certainly I thought was pretty interesting. And of course, the development of the characters. I found though with some characters there was very little development with them, like the ghost. The ghost never changes. He's doing the same jokes in the first and the second season, and so he never learns anything. The monkey, I guess, learns one or two things, but generally he's just kind of an unchangeable character. So there's not too much, development, but I did enjoy kind of the, events that were going on, especially the second season. Like I said, by the end of the second season, they're saving the whole world. So that is lots of fun. Whereas the first season, they're just kind of like getting revenge. And what else? I think with this one, certainly possible to watch season 2 alone. I don't think it's really kind of necessary, especially since if the characters don't change, right? Like, why does it matter what their backstories if they're never going to learn from it, right? And that, I think, is one of those things where it gets old eventually. Like, maybe 4th season, 5th season going to be really old and stale, but for the second season, it's fun. But it's something you've probably seen before as well. Like, the storyline itself is just, very kind of stereotypical, predictable even. And so that is not, necessarily something you want in your shows. But with this one, it's just watching a monkey and a ghost go around together, and I did enjoy that quality of it. So ultimately, would I recommend Marvel's Hit Monkey? Well, I think it depends on what you got going on. Do you have a show on the go? Then certainly finish that one. If not, yeah, sure, you can start watching this one. I think it's like 12 episodes a season at 22 minutes each. So if you don't have anything better to watch, yeah, sure, why not? Press play on this one. As for a rating, well, initially I was going to give it a 5 for just kind of an average thing, but just the idea of a monkey teaming up with a ghost just cracks me up every time that I have to give it the above average score of 6. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.